go ahead and just pull up a shape that's an internal shape, and we'll look at stuff real quick, okay? Here is where you will be able to identify what type of material you're going to be using, what type of lens type, everything else, okay? So instead of doing it at the edger, we'll do it here, okay? Here we'll enter in our PDs.
Okay.
Whatever it
62,
is.
like 62. 63. Okay.
If you have mono PDs, do y'all do mono PDs over
Yes,
there? Y'all
yes,
do
for
monos,
progressive,
especially for
yeah.
the progressives?
Yeah.
Say we're gonna tell this guy it's a progressive, okay?
Yeah.
It's a progressive. So you're gonna have your mono PDs. So right here you'd have, say on the right it would be 29.
29.
And then on the
31.
left it'd be 31. Okay? Whatever our heights are, it's written on your prescription. You go right here and you set it for whatever you want. Okay? I have
What's that, 20? What's that, 20?
Yeah, I put it in 20.
Oh.
I just put it in. Or is there a number you like better? No. Oh no, whichever one. No. What I'm just saying is, as I was saying, whatever's written on your paperwork. Okay?
The 20 is the...
No, that's your height.
height, okay.
This right here, this is our
segment height.
This is our
Okay.
PDs right
Yeah.
here. This is our heights for
Segment
yeah,
height.
For segment height.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
That is correct.
Segment height for bifocal, fitting height for progressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If it was a bifocal,
Segment.
then then it would be what's my segment height? What's my bifocal height?
Okay, yeah.
Whatever it is, whatever's written on your paperwork.
Okay.
Once you start using this thing, you'll get used to it. It's going to come like that. You do something 15 times, it becomes habit. So you'll be okay. So this is where we'll select. I'm going to do since this is a flat top, we usually stay with one measurement because it's binocular. So you'll enter in your PD, your near PD. You'll enter in your height. Then when we want to identify the material, right now the default, because y'all said that y'all do more poly than plastic, I set the default at that. Here is if I need to change the material type, I would hit the little circle right here where it says PC.
The PC,
and then you come up with your options.
Plastic, polycarbonate, high index, glass, and
Trivex.
Trivex.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So we can cut Trivex now here.
That is
Before
correct.
we send it off island.
Whatever you have been sending off island, I need to know what it is and why it is. And then that way, if there's a way to process it that is different that y'all are not used to or not accustomed to, I will show you how.
Okay.
Okay, anything that you send out, they're probably using this type of equipment.
Okay.
Just a question.
Yes, sir.
Do we have a selection for what type of bifocal we can use, like round seg, flat top 28, 45?
Exactly.
Yeah, the round seg is like...
Do you have a flat top 45 here?
Yes, special order.
If I had a flat top 45, let's go back in here. If I had a 45, I would be able to go into, where is he at?
Segment diameter.
Hold on. I would come into, no, hold on, I'd come into here. I could come into right here and I could see right here, because the
Yeah.
the default is at 28. I could come in right here and I could select that one to 45.
45, yeah.
I could select this if it's a flat top 35.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, no, that was a 3. 35. Now, cameras do really strange things with, especially with powers. You had a high minus and a high add power, your seg would be about that big. Is what it would identify it as because of the magnification. So you could, if you had a 40 a high add power right here, and say, and we're just talking, just simulating what in it. Like say if I had a real high power and this was a flat top 35. And my image appeared smaller than what's there, I could come in here and I could change it till I get it to the right size. See, even right here, this is a 28, and this is a flat top 28.
Yes.
But with the add power that this has, which is a 250 add, but it's a high plus, it makes everything smaller. So if I needed to do this, like this, then I would be able to bring him down here to get it to identify.
Okay,
You know, just to, if I wanted to yeah, and I could move him around till I get it there. Or what I could do, and what I always do, I like to let the camera pick up the flat top 28s. Because all I have to do is insert him in here, and it finds the top part of the seg.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
What do you
that's
mean?
why-
Oh yeah, yes
that's
it
why
did.
we-
Oh
You
yeah,
selected this, right? You want automatic.
yeah.
Automatic.
That's cool, right?
Option.
It is very cool. Now the only thing you have to make sure
She wants
is that the seg, is not in the center portion of there, because that's the camera hole. If I do that, it's going to tell you move it away. Watch this. If I have it too far up in the center, it's going to tell me move segment. Segment is the flat top portion away from the shade of the plate hold circle. What is the plate hold circle? The circle, it tells you right there in yellow. Get him away from there. All he wants you to do is move him away from there. He'll find it. He'll find it. Oh, because you know what? He already found it once. He's too close. What it's doing is it picks up the light reflection from the shelf of the bifocal. So I want you to move them further away. You like that, huh? So this kind of takes away from having to he knows that he doesn't going to cut out. So he wants it.
Segment height.
It's just not clear. What it tells me is that there's dust on it. So these lenses, when you're going to use the camera mode, they got to be really clean.
Yeah.
That's all. And what he doesn't like either, it's a little bit too close. So flat top 28, 35, let the camera go. He'll pick it up like that. And then it'll also tell me that once I'm there, it'll tell me to block. See how the blue right here? It has a picture of the block. I want you to block it. So that's where we're at. These are the different modes we can block in. This is intelligent mode. I have it defaulted to auto, and then this is manual mode. When you have a manual mode, you actually see the description of it. If I had a progressive, now y'all do a lot of digital, and you don't have all the markings. I recommend that you go ahead and block those in manual mode, because all you're going to be looking for is you're going to be looking at for the engraving, and you're going to be putting the engraving. Do you have one that's already been one that we have like a junk lens and stuff? Whatever.
This one.
Well, it's not junk.
Well, it doesn't make a difference. So we're just talking right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna drop something in there. Just want to get this guy a little bit wider. So when you have a progressive, you're going to come in here. It's got an error, but that's all right. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to line up my engraving marks. And are all these pretty much the same? Say I needed to. Oh, jeez, let me get this error out of here. It's because I'm going back and forth, moving everything. All right, so we're here. Say, for example, I wanted my engraving marks, and I'll find out whatever they are on your engraver, and I can set it to the default. So that'll be easy. See where my engraving marks are too wide?
Yeah,
with
too
that thing?
wide.
I can come right here, and I can change that right here. So yours are 35.
What?
Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and I can line them up. It's probably like about 34. And I can bring them in till I'm lined up. Makes it a lot easier. Instead of just trying to, on your other blocker, you would just kind of try to make sure you had it in the center.
Within the area, right?
Yeah, you're always in the area. We don't want to be in the area. We want to be as exact as
Exactly.
possible. So this way we don't have any trouble anywhere else. You don't have any wide PDs or one PD kind of slips off to the right. This way, sometimes you don't know is your blocker is not blocking correctly, or where the measurements you put in not correct, or was the lining up of the seg incorrect? See, that's why I'm showing you all this stuff, so this way you get used to certain things and how it's supposed to be. So this one's a little bit narrower. So do you have another progressive? I just want to make sure they're all the same. Because I can set the default, that's what I'm saying. Do you have another one of these? So now let's get up right there. Perfect. Cool. That's the only one? Are these all garbage lenses?
Yes.
I just want to see what the markings were on these. A little wider. Okay. Let's go ahead and change that.